Hey guys, Derek Curlew back here. Today we're talking about how to break your habits and the different situations that get you caught in a rut where we make bad choices and blow our diets. And we got a great and perfect example coming up here in the next couple weeks. We have the Super Bowl. And hopefully we have some Patriots and Giants fans out there and it'll be a good day and everybody will be celebrating. The big thing is though is when we have the get-togethers and friends come over, whether it's for a party, a Super Bowl, or whatever it happens to be, we're surrounded with just a bevy of bad foods. So I'm going to go over a couple different good ideas of what you can do to help control some of those bad, choices and bad ideas. As everybody knows, I'm a big fan of Greek yogurt, and plain Greek yogurt is going to be a saving grace for a lot of people. And because the reason is it tastes a lot and it has the same consistency as sour cream. So what I would recommend is making a variety of different chip dips and vegetable dips and things like that by going and getting the Hidden Valley Ranch packets from your dressing section. And when you do that, go ahead and mix those packets in with the fat-free plain Greek yogurt. And what that's going to do is it's going to create a similar chip dip. It's going to have the same taste, consistency, and everything else as the bad chip dip that you're making with sour cream. But instead of having 20 grams of fat per serving, you're going to have no grams of fat, very little carbs, and a lot of protein. Some of the different things to dip in there, obviously any of your vegetables, carrot, celery, broccoli, anything like that. But then also, if it's kept in moderation, try like baked chips and things like that. But again, keep the quantities low and keep it in moderation. One of the other big things is, chicken wings and pizza and, some of the other choices that we make is like our entrees when it comes to, having these get-togethers. One of the biggest things I would say is, guys, make your own chicken tenders. Cut up your chicken breasts ahead of time. If you want to still bread them, you can bread them. But some good alternatives is Japanese breadcrumbs. They have a lot less carbohydrates. Another thing which we just did the other day, but just take up some peanuts, crunch them all up. You can use almonds or any type of nut, and just dip it a little bit in milk and roll it around the nuts, and then you can go ahead and bake them in the oven, and you're going to have chicken tenders with the same type crunchiness, breading, and everything else, but just with a whole lot less calories. You could also do a combination of the Japanese breadcrumbs with, some sort of nut. Pretty much all your hot sauces, things like that, they're going to be low calorie for the most part. Just look for the ones that have extra butter in them. Obviously, it's going to add a whole lot more fat. So that's the one thing. The next thing is like late night eating. Late night eating seems to be a big problem for a lot of people. What I've noticed personally and in my experience is that the people who have more trouble with late night eating are the people who don't eat enough and snack enough earlier during the day. Our body knows we need a certain amount of calories throughout the day and we need a certain amount of energy. And if we haven't gotten it to that point at nighttime, your body has nothing left but to crave those foods that it knows are going to give you energy. The problem is when we eat those foods at night, we're not going to be able to exert the energy. We're going to end up storing those foods we eat and eventually storing it as fat. So, late night snacking and stuff like that, one thing I would really stress is make whatever you're going to have on a smaller plate. That way you can control your portion sizes and pre-measure your portions, whatever happens to be. And then eat at the table. If you eat at the kitchen table as opposed to eating in front of the TV, you're going to have more conscious, mind connection of what you're actually putting in your mouth, what you're eating, and what you're doing. When we do it in front of the TV, sometimes just subconsciously, and we just keep eating away. So that's one of the big things. Junk food at the office and cravings at the office and at work and things like that. A couple different situations. One is always be prepared. I would say have a little box of raisins, maybe some mixed nuts, just all sorts of different snacks, whether it's pre-cut apples or oranges or bring a banana to work. But have healthy snacks around you at the office. And then if you're having either an office lunch or somebody's catering lunch in, be the first person to order and set the tone for everybody else. But order the salad, order the grilled chicken, order the different things that are healthier. And you'll notice if you set the tone, everybody else will generally follow. It takes one person blowing it and everybody else doesn't feel as guilty about ordering the bad stuff as well. And as always, skip the bread basket. That's just going to kill you. Family occasions, family get-togethers, holidays, things like that. Make a light dish, look up something online, be creative, and make a similar type dish of what your family tradition might be, but find like a low-calorie alternative or a low-sugar alternative or even a low-carbohydrate alternative and bring that instead. You don't even have to tell your family. Most of the time they won't notice, but if you do disclose it and you let them know, obviously it's for the reasons that you're trying to get healthier. Nobody can get mad for you giving them something healthy. And then the last thing, pigging out after a workout, and that sounds crazy. Pigging out after a workout, basically what happens is, we exercise, we go the whole day, we're eating good, everything else, and then we go and we exert all this energy. And when we're done, we kind of have this run-down feeling, and it's the same reason why we get that 2:30, dragging, tired type time, and it's because our blood sugar is low. So after your workout, it's really easy to say, oh, I just burned all these calories, let me just eat this, no big deal. But it's one of the most important times because your body is just, primed for that fuel and wants, good healthy things to help repair and nourish, everything that you just broke down in the gym. So after your workout, what I would recommend is, have some sort of, fruit, apple, banana, something like that on your way home from the gym. If it's sitting there in the car with you, it's going to be convenient. You're going to make the right choice and you're going to do it. The other thing I would say is invest in a shaker cup. If you throw a scoop or 2 scoops of your powder in it, just after the gym, fill it up with some water, shake them up. They make these new kinds now with the ball in them, and you go ahead and shake them up. You can drink it, and you have your protein shake right there with you. So we've given you 5 different situations to avoid making bad habits and bad choices for what types of foods we eat. We've talked about eating with your buddies in the Super Bowl and get-togethers and things like that. We've talked about late night snacking in front of the TV. Try and move that out to the living, away from the living room, over to the dining room table, and control your portion sizes. Junk food at the office, always be prepared. Have snacks. Order first when you order out. Family dinners and holidays and things like that. Make a low carb alternative or a low calorie alternative. And then pigging out after the workout. We talked about. Make a fruit choice. Have a protein shake with you. Come prepared. And you won't make the wrong choice. So that's this week's tip of the week. If you guys have any questions, as always, you can always contact me at Derek, D-E-R-E-K, at slimfitdiet.com, or you can call us at 727-851-SLIM. We'll see you next time.